Hey guys, I'm back. I'm in a big traffic jam. Going towards home now, but far away. What a day. How's everybody? Happy Thursday here, Thursday afternoon, which means I'm sure it's about 9 p.m. somewhere, 8 p.m. somewhere. Getting nighttime and the long night ahead to Thursday for you guys. Thursday here's done, just about. And we're gonna go home, get some sleep, and wait for Friday to come, because that is imminent. Best day of the week. Well, best day of the working week. Not the best day of the week, I think, but anyway, I digress. Thanks for coming. It means a lot to me when people just drop in. I don't expect any more than that. I appreciate so much this chance to just really wish for everyone all that they can achieve on their own. I want to empower people to do things that they can do. Don't feel scared, and like, we all get scared, but sometimes you got to be brave. You got to be brave, and you got to try things that are difficult. What do you think? I think it's a good idea to try new things, otherwise we'd never discover new things. What do you think? Hello there, how are you? Good. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I'm on Cemetery Road, Parkville, northern fringe of Melbourne CBD, and we're heading towards Flemington. I'm gonna get on the M2 freeway, head back home. Wow, this day sure took the stuffing out of me. I was pretty much in the eastern suburbs most of the day. Now I'm heading back through, going back home on the west side of Melbourne. That's all. It's just where I live. It's nothing else. I'm not big on this east-west thing. I don't think it's true for Melbourne. It's probably true in Sydney. You have your people on the east side and the west side and all this, but maybe some places in America are like that. But look, we do have our affluent people in the east, but we also have affluence in the southeast and the northeast and every place. There's an affluent person everywhere. I don't think that that's limited to the east or west side of anywhere, you know. I believe the compass point doesn't tell you much. As much as people have these assumptions about certain places being, you know, the eastern or the upper side of this, or the upper side of this place, or the eastern side of this place, or the risen part of this place, you know, they might name a place like XYZ Rise, you know, as if it's taller than the rest of the places, you know. This whole thing, stratifying suburbs by prices and by, you know, it's all baloney. Come on. I used to be in real estate. I know about all that baloney, and it's just made to pump up prices here and there and guarantee the commission income of the agents and the firms. You know, there's always somebody selling and buying somewhere. You know, there's always a dollar to be made, surely. You know, that's how people see it, I think. What are you guys all up to? Far out. Someone chime in. I don't know what's going on. But basically, I'm here every day now. I make an effort to come at least once a day, if not twice, you know. So about me, where I'm a creator. Happy you found your happy therapy here, mate. Hey Eric, how are you, man? Yeah, well, look, you got to get what you got to get what you can, you know. And yeah, you're a top fan. Nice. How do I get those crowns? I haven't got one of those. You know, maybe I don't. Gee, I don't like enough things, do I? I don't have those. I got a lot of people on my list though. Like, I've subscribed to basically, you know, if there's a subscribe button, I've pressed it, you know. What were you doing in real estate? Oh, I used to be an agent, long time ago. Yeah, I was an agent. Sold houses, lots of them. But you know, it's a political game more than anything. It's not so much a job per se, you know. It's like it's just a bunch of things you have to do, run around and do. And sometimes you don't know if you really have a job or not. You get the feeling that if you don't make a sale, you don't really have a job, you know. So, yeah, sales are tough, you know. I mean, I worked on the retainer and all this kind of thing, and commission plus retainer, and you know, pretty much ran it until break even. It was a pretty bad time on the market, so you know, vendors wouldn't take a price cut, buyers wouldn't raise, you know, it was tricky. And the suburb I was in was just a tough town to make a sale in, man, and the commissions were low, you know, 7,000-8,000 per sale. It took months to do that, but it took weeks, months to get that money, you know, and by the time you didn't get that money until the house was set, not 30, 60, 90 days later. So you had to be in the habit of selling a house every week, but you couldn't, like, not in a bad market. Wouldn't be that feasible, you know. Maybe in the hot times, you know. Yeah, I'm not complaining. It was fine. I didn't like my boss. I didn't like the people I work with. That's usually the reason I stop these things. I love the job itself. You know, I didn't mind that. What is going on here? Okay. We'll change lanes here. Yeah, on your way home? Yeah. I'm in Parkville, next to the zoo. Went past the cemetery. You're up there. I'm going that way. Milo Aparicio. Wow. Hola. Senor. Senor? Hey, Elizabeth. She's back. She's back. Everyone, she's here. She's here. She's here. The lady we're all waiting for. Everyone, Elizabeth West. I believe in this person. See? And she comes. You know? That's awesome. It's getting warm up here. Oh, yeah. It's quite warm here too. I'm sure it's not as warm as there. Elizabeth West. I could see that somewhere. I can just see it. Elizabeth West. I could see it on a book or a building or a something. You know, it's just one of those names. It's just a great name. Your friends call you Liz, Lizzie, Libby. You know, I know there are those variations. Who else we got? Come on, guys, say hi to each other. Far out. You know what I want? I want you all to give each other a hug, you know? Can you do that? Everyone, come on, come on. It's okay. We're all humans here. It's okay. We all smell the same sometimes, you know? Oh, gee. Oh, I had a hard day. ¿De qué país es usted? ¿De qué? Something what? País es usted. Oh, you know, my Spanish is terrible, but I'm trying. I think it says, where are you? You know, it says, where are you? I think so. I'm in Australia. Australia. Lots of Colombians here. You're Colombian? Milo? Colombia? Peru? Argentina? Chile? Spain? I've never met anyone from Spain. If you're from Spain, I'm gonna savor this moment. It's all right, Elizabeth. They don't all look at the chat, you know. Even I've noticed that some people come and don't say a word. That's all right. Oi, Aussie, mate. Yeah. Oi, that's us. The crows, the seagulls. Ah, we're Aussies. We're Aussies. We're half British. We're half American. We're also a bit of this and a bit of that, and a bit of Ireland and a bit of Scotland and a bit of Germany and a bit of Holland and a little bit of Argentina. I see. Oh, how I say? I'm trying to get it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Mucho gusto. Señor, mucho gusto. I forgot how to say glad to make your acquaintance, but that's something I'd say in English. Hey, party time. I love that. How do you do that? I see some balloons and stuff. I had a girl working for me today from Argentina. Ah, see? What a small world. And now you're talking to someone from Argentina. See? Wow. See how that happens? I mean, Australia's a big place. And for you to have met an Argentinian today... Ah, backpacker. Yeah, so she's up there working. Good, oh? It's a small world, really. It's a small world. It really is. You'll bump into people wherever you are. You wouldn't guess that they're from where you're from, you know? It just happens. Sometimes I think we're like fish, you know? We all swim around in these paths and we meet each other like it's kind of unpredictable thing. But it may well be predictable if you could see it from up there, you know. It probably is a predictable thing. Who knows? I mean, I just got through saying lately we're all part of one living thing, you know, like really. There's life on Earth, and then there's the abstract materials that have no consciousness. That's something else. We have lots and lots here on the island. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I'm sure. Yeah, well, actually, Melbourne, we're struggling. We don't have much work for the tourists. We used to. There used to be a huge hospitality sort of thing here. It's all fallen on its face, if you ask me. I mean, I know I can't really afford to go out much. Since 2020, it's not been possible. I whinge a lot. It's just the price of things. God, terrible. They're prohibitive prices. Like, you know, we have to keep money aside for important things, you know. We can't really afford to enjoy it, you know. So, like, I don't think it's for me. You know, I'm gonna say money. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's really. It annoys me to have it. It annoys me not to have it. You know, it's a constant headache, really. I just don't know why we've done this to ourselves, you know. We were all getting along just fine with the bartering system. Why they had to make bits of paper with bits of credit on there is beyond me. I mean, you can't buy things that aren't there, you know. I just think how we moved into this world now is there's no going back. No going back. Yeah, I just hope we don't destroy this planet. We live on backpackers. They are cleaners, coffee shops. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's right. I mean, of course, there's lots of people who need work, but isn't it funny how the locals, the incumbents in place, don't really... They're not keen to work that much, you know? I mean, they want to survive and make a living, but if you ask someone, do they want to work, you know, they'll probably say no. Whereas I found that the backpackers just know it's a given. If you want money, you must work. You can't possibly say you don't want to, you know. So, but I was brought up on a pretty strong work ethic, you know. If I slacked off even a bit, I was called lazy, you know. So I always thought, you know, if I just drop my standards just a bit, you know, I look lazy, you know. But actually, I don't think I am. Just I feel it. I feel lazy if I'm not active, you know. I think it depends on the person. Well, the fuel light's on, you know. I just hope I get out of this traffic and not run out. The locals either work in Townsville or have a full-time job here. Oh, well, yeah. Townsville, yeah. Because it's an island, yeah, of course. I mean, not everyone could get a job, yeah, unless they wanted to work in that service sector. And there must be people who have to travel a lot. You guys have a boat or some way of getting to the mainland? There must be something like a ferry or a pontoon, a punt, I don't know, a boat thing. Kylie, how are you? Hi Kylie, thanks for coming. Sounds like an Aussie. Think you are. Are you an Aussie? Yeah, I think you are. Elizabeth, another Aussie's with us. Pretty sure Kylie's an Aussie. She's gotta be. Oh, she hasn't said she's not. I think she is. C-Link takes 20 minutes. Oh, that's all right. That's not bad at all. How are you? Great, thank you. Very good. Bit hot, bit humid here, but we're good. I'm in Melbourne. Stuck in traffic, of course. That's what we do here. We leave our house and we get stuck in traffic. Car ferry takes 40 minutes. So you take your car across. That's a great idea. So you can take your car, take it for a run around on the other side and come back. It's raining here. Where are you, Kylie? Melbourne? Come on, Melbourne. Someone in Melbourne for once. Probably not, because it's not raining here. I'm gonna guess you're in Sydney. South Australia. Maybe it's another Queenslander, Elizabeth. Could be your neighbour. You're from far north Queensland, Kylie? Possibly. Morayfield. Don't know that one. No, I never take my car over. Costs too much. Oh yeah, well the cost. I forgot about that. Here I am thinking it would just be a ticket price. No, you're paying for the car too. Probably $100. Camp Crystal Lake, Queensland, southeast. There you go. Queensland's here, Elizabeth. Another one. Camp Crystal Lake. Don't know Morayfield. Don't know where that is. Sounds like Victoria. G'day! How you going, Crystal Lake? I like that. 79 model. Aha. Close to me. I'm just a suburb of Brisbane. There you go. We got 3 Queenslanders in the same place. How about that? On an American platform. How good is that? We're all going via Cali. Outside side, you know. Yes, classic, not plastic. Classic, not plastic. I like that. Sounds like a car description. Now, speaking of cars, I had a hell of a time today because I had a flat tire. And guess what? I open up the car, there's no jack. There's no wheel brace. Nothing in there. I rang the dealer, I said, hey, guys, there's no wheel brace. I've got to change my wheel. Oh, it doesn't come with that. I said, seriously? You give me a spare tire and no wheel brace to change it? Kidding. Lucky I found some good Samaritan who helped me. How did you get on in the storm? Oh, the storm, man. The ceiling of our office at work came down. What a disaster. You know those kind of fiber tiles that sit in the office, you know, the office ceilings? Those fake sort of ceilings. Those whole things. God. The smell, the carpet. Oh. Yeah, it was a real bummer. Yeah, went from one side of the building all the way to the other side. All the carpet, those fibery, roofy tile things, like fell in. Pregunta. Yeah. What a friendly channel. Yeah, well, I'm a friendly guy, I think. I hope so. Alright, I have my days. Mostly, I'm pretty upbeat. Look, all I'm here for is to connect to you guys. This is like the most awesome chat room I've ever been in. And I just love it. And I've told YouTube, just leave me alone. Don't ask me anything. I don't want anything. Just let me post. That's it. Most channels are very rude and don't chat. Yeah, I know. And look, I've been on this tube for years, but I never contributed. Not really. And I only just started because I reached a frustration point. actual frustration point, and I thought, gee, you know, I don't get into other people's content so much. I do, but not the talking. I hate talking, you know. And I thought, why do I hate talking? I didn't want to talk. ¿A dónde está yendo? ¿A dónde? When? ¿A dónde? No. Está yendo. Yeah, well, you need an umbrella. If it's one of those proper storms, you probably want to get indoors. Kylie, are you indoors right now? Guys, meet my friend Grogu. Woo. Woo. I'm on the granite belt area farther west. It's looking like green sky. Wow. Yeah, and I learned from other channels. Like I watched so many channels and figured out what they're up to. And look, I do differ from a lot of them, but I love it. I really love it. I encourage everyone, just get on and talk to people, whatever, you know. I don't know what there is to be embarrassed about. There isn't, you know. It's just like, you know, you might talk to people that you might chance to meet anywhere you are, you know. And I just said, this is no different, you know. Like, all I ask is that people drop in. That's it. Just drop in, have a look, see me, hello, go away, whatever you want. You don't have to. I won't ask for a thing, except drop in and see me. Would you care if a kid is in this live? Well, nah, I don't care, because kids do what they want, don't they? I mean, I can't control my kids. How can anyone control theirs? No, look, my daughter's been my art director for the last 5 years, and she's way underage for our current laws, you know. But you know, she tells me, she gives me suggestions what to do. So I defy these laws. I don't put her on the media. I won't film her. You know what I mean? Hey, Winnie. Wow, what a name. What a standout name, Winnie. Yeah, so she's always been helping me, you know, do stuff, decide which songs to use, because she's the musical one. She really loves music. She knows which songs she likes. And usually her judgment's pretty good. She knows what kids like. She knows what people like. She knows what good music is, and she's only little. But she goes, Dad, what about polar bears? You know, she reminds me which animals that are, you know, that she likes. My dog just had puppies. Well done, Mum. Now you're going to be a grandma soon, Kylie. You got to watch those puppies now. They're gonna age you real quick. They're gonna make more, aren't they? What kind of dogs? I can't guess. I'm just so many. Here we are. We're turning. Can we get through this light? Come on. Oh, no. Nah, lost it. This guy had so much room. Wow. How selfish. Anyway. Forgive that guy. Taking forever. Frenchie. French Bulldog. They're cute. The round ears. Love them. Very friendly dogs. Happy dogs. Those ones. Big cheesy grin. I always imagine those dogs smiling. I think they do. Anyone got children? It's 3:30 here. I suppose anyone with kids would be running after their kids to pick them up now. I'm going to be late, of course. Oh, wow, this day just really knocked the stuffing out of me. Elizabeth! That's cool, Kylie. No problem. That's cool, don't worry. I never review comments, so that's cool, you know, whatever. Love you heaps. Thanks for coming. I mean it. I love when people come. Just come see me anytime. You don't need an invite. Just drop in. Say, hey, Magpie, what the hell are you doing? Why do you talk so much garbage? You know? Why don't you get relevant? Why can't you relate, bro? Bye, see you next time. Yeah, bye, bye. Have a good day. Yeah, something held for review. I never checked those guys. Don't know what that means. Google is hypersensitive, you know, and it thinks like, oh, this person wrote an F word, you know, or something. I don't know. And if they're very conservative with their things they let you do and don't let you do. I mean, I always thought the internet was a kind of, you know, no holds barred. I mean, no one's getting hurt. They're just messages. Nothing's actually sticking to anyone. You know, I always thought, why can't you just say what you want? Anyway, you can't. You're not allowed to. On the one hand, they say, yeah, you can ask for money. On the other hand, no, you can't reuse content for commercial purposes. Catch-22 or what? I mean, what are you meant to do? Just make up your own, sing your own songs, you know? I mean, the whole point is to have access to the database on the platform, all the music, the users, everything. Yeah, they're all too sensitive, hypersensitive. Deception, misinformation. I mean, that's why I stick it all up to fiction. I say fiction, that's what I do. It's all fiction, nothing real about it. It's better that way. It's way better that way. Then they can't come after you for anything. Say, look, it's all made up, okay? Nothing's true. Nothing at all. If they want to get that stringent about it, you know. And I've had too many channel bans, and it's frustrating, you know. Like, all I'm doing is trying to reach out to people. That's all. I'm not trying to do anything else. But yeah, sometimes it's a bit of a closed circuit, and they don't really let you utilize the thing to its full potential, you know. Yeah, there's so much of it, you know. You need to verify who you are. Are you human, you know? And so what? I mean, the apps are just apps, you know. And so what if a robot uses it? Does it really matter? You know, it doesn't matter. So what if you're not a human being? What if I was a grizzly bear that just convincingly looks like a human being? So what? I mean, are you gonna keep me out? Like, and what about Alf, you know, the talking alien, or all these people we love, even Grogu, you know? Like, he's not human. Is he allowed to have an account? Probably not, you know? Yeah, it's tricky, eh? They really want to know everything, what you're buying, where you are, who you're with, what did you think of this, what did you think of that? Is the above video a suggestion for you? And I'm thinking, surely you know. Why are you asking me? You just want me to press things, you know? And I try not to, but of course we have to. We have to press things. Have you noticed if you don't use your finger, you can't touch the phone? Like, if you say you use a stick of a pencil, it doesn't work. You must be alive. Isn't that weird? Elon Musk, he calls them your meat sticks. You know, you need a meat stick to say you're alive, you know, to like touch the thing. You can't just say, you know, tap it with your pencil. Yeah, I know. They do, they watch us. They want to know what we're doing. I don't know why. You know, maybe it's all in our heads. Maybe they're not really watching us at all. Maybe it's self-censorship, you know, maybe we're doing it to ourselves. I mean, look at me. I get on, I put my face straight on camera as if to say, here I am for the roll call each day. It's almost like that. You know? But I think all these tools are here to be used, you know. I don't think they're there not to be used. So I suppose I'm still trying to figure out what it's all for. Yeah. Oh, they don't. You know, there's a lot of regulation some places, and then some places it's just devoid of any. You know, on one hand, things are very strict, and on the other hand, there are things that they allow to happen they shouldn't. You know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I've got no beef with the law. It's good. It guarantees our safety. What I don't like is when the law is flexed and bent to people's purpose, you know, which is kind of, isn't that kind of illegal to bend the rules, you know, around? Like, if everyone just strictly followed the rules, it probably would be fine, but because there's always these exceptions, and like, even me, I want to beg for an exception to this social media law in Australia. I don't think they can tell kids that they can't use electronic devices. I mean, come on. Or social media. They're being trained to use these things because that's going to be how they make their living. They're going to need to use the internet. You can't put an age limit on that. There are kids who have no parents at all, but they don't need permission. They still need to find out what the world's about. Yeah, I think we should empower the kids to use the technology to its full potential, because otherwise we'd be silly. I mean, imagine like not using a calculator and doing really hard sums and being so stubborn about it and saying, nah, we're going to hire a mathematician to do this because we do not want to give in to artificial intelligence. Why not? It's going to make your life easy, you know? Why not? Oh, there'll be no jobs. Yes, there will be. Managing that thing. That thing will need people to manage what it does. Like, it's not going to do anything by itself without some sort of command and operand, some sort of modus operandi, you know. It has to be written in there. Who's the parents? Them or us? Yeah, exactly. They treat us like kids too. Yeah, I've noticed that. The older we get, the more they treat us like kids. That's what I've found. Oh, you know, just think about the simple things, you know. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to get all deep and complex. They don't want you to figure out the puzzle, you know, or the mystery. If they can destroy the mystery for you, it keeps a mystery in your life. Gee, do you really want to know the straight out truth? You know, I mean, it's ugly. We all know the truth. It's an ugly thing. No one wants to hear it. We love made up things. We want to be happy. Like that old saying, you want to be happy or right? Imagine that. Like, would you rather know the truth and be right, but knowing the truth about every miserable thing too? Like, I mean, sometimes it's better not to know. I really think fiction is the answer. Everything's kind of made up, you know, and we have to make it up here first before it actually makes any sense, you know. They really should butt out of our lives. Yeah, I wish they gave us a bit of a run to do what we wanted, you know. And yeah, sure, if you break the law, sure, they can grab me by the back of the neck, but I've done nothing wrong, neither have you. I mean, why aren't we allowed to do things? Like, I've noticed this guy near me, and he tried to set up a small business, like a small car wash in his driveway. Council come along, you can't do that, you know. This guy's trying to earn $1, you know. Come on, washing cars, it's like, it's the most arbitrary thing. They wouldn't have bothered if he was just washing his own car, but because he put a sign out the front, I felt sorry for him. Now he had to pull the sign down, so no one knows. He's sitting there on the main road. They really should butt out. Yeah, the 90s, yeah, they were good. The 80s were great, but, you know, there was some dodginess as well, you know. There was a lot of dodginess too. That's what I thought. We weren't as regulated in some ways. No, there was a lot of crookedness back in that time too. I think crime has changed. the kinds of crimes people commit are different now. There used to be like a kind of crimes that no one really got hurt from it, but now crimes usually mean someone's going to get hurt. Not just a theft, but more, you know, more than a theft. You know, it's turned really ugly, I think, and like sometimes I don't really want to know. Oh, the garage sales, yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, where I live, there are garage sales. I won't say that they're making a fortune doing that. It's usually when they're moving house, eh? Like, clean out the garage and that. Machetes. Yeah, we have them here. We have those people here. The machete-wielding criminals. They're just running around and they've taken it upon themselves to massacre people with butchering knives. I mean, come on. Why? Why wouldn't you just stay home and watch TV? Why would you want to go out and chop people up? Beats me. The last thing I'd want to do. Yeah, what a weird world. Oh, this is good though. This is so good for me. I feel like, you know, you guys like sitting with me here, ride shotgun with me, you know. It makes the drive home so much better. I'd probably be talking to myself anyway, but this time I get to connect to somebody's real out there, Camp Crystal Lake. What's your real name? Your name Crystal, by the way, or something similar? You don't have to say, it's okay. I'm Alex anyway, it's my real first name, Alex, but I don't, obviously Magpie. You've got to make up some cool name, don't you? Rah, Rebecca, with an AH. Oh, old school. Old school. I love that. Gee, today I've met some really historic names, you know. Yesterday I met someone called Farouk, that named after the Egyptian ruler. I think I met all the saints now. All the saints. I mean, there's a lot of people named after saints and vice versa, so, you know, obviously saints were people too. Ah, Rebecca. I like that spelling. It's actually my favorite Rebecca spelling. There is the E-double-C-A, but I think it doesn't have as much character about it. Rebecca with the AH just looks kind of, I don't know, just looks more like a name, you know. I don't know about using double letters, you know. I don't think we need to, but I know we do. Like, imagine John with a double H or something, you know. That's what I think. Like, Rebecca doesn't really need double C, does it? Doesn't really. Anyway, everyone's different. Ah, Rebecca. That's definitely from the Bible, Old Testament. What do you think? I know there's somebody in there. Someone pretty famous in those stories anyway. No? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure there is. There is. I've heard of it. There is a historical Rebecca. But, you know, we're talking long time ago. And I don't know if it's true. Don't take my word. I'm not into that. I just know names when I've heard them before. That's all. Yeah. Well, look, now I've met so many people from Queensland, I can't resist. I know I have to come there. I told Elizabeth we're going to do a show up there in the tropics. Show everyone the koalas and the cool trees you guys got, you know. All I can show people here is traffic jams. That's all we got. All we got here is traffic jams. Poor Melbourne. It used to be such a nice place, really. Yeah, I want to come there. The Whitlams, yeah, I know that band. Oh, that's right. Yes, Rebecca, yes, Daniel or Jacob, yeah, that's right. You're on the money there, that's right. Those names go together somewhere. Sure. Yeah, the Whitlams, they're a good band. I thought that they stopped though. Yeah, I want to come to Queensland now. I really do. Met some really nice people there. And hardly anyone. All right, except maybe Eric here. No one really from Melbourne's come on. I always ask people, "You got a YouTube channel?" Nah. Why not? Why not? It's like having an email address, surely. No, I think it's great. You don't have to pay for it. Storage, All my friends are F-ups and they're fun. Ah, that song. Ah, okay. And they're fun to have around. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's true. We're all kind of flawed, aren't we, in our own way? But that's what makes us cool, man. Like, imagine if we was all these perfect robotic things with perfect manners, like what would be varying about us? We'd all be the same. That's what I think. I think we don't need to. I don't think conformity is everything we think it is, like not everyone should conform to the same thing because we're not the same. Like, I mean, imagine everyone had to wear pants. There's an example. Or imagine everyone had to wear dresses. There's another example. You can't rule. You can't have rules like that. Everyone's different. Everyone has different needs. Some people are feeling cold. Some people are feeling hot. There's no ideal temperature for the thermostat that would make everybody comfortable. I've noticed that. So there's so much variation going on that we can't really figure out what's going to happen next, or even what we're doing later. You notice that even that's a mystery. We might have a plan of what we're doing, but whether it happens, I've told you this before, you're about as down to earth as they come. Who, me? Oh, I don't know. It would be boring on me if everyone was the same. Yeah, we can't all. There's no point having so many people if they are the same. Think about it. I mean, even amongst other animal species, there are different roles. Like you got your queen bee, you got your queen ant, your worker bees, they have structures in their societies too. Like, they're not all the same. Yeah, no, we can't be. It's actually impossible for us to be the same at the same time. We can't occupy the same space or have the same perspective at once. You're there, I'm here. Our perspectives are not going to be the same, are they? Although annoying, I get to watch myself, but I'd rather see you guys, I wish these lives were actually window to window, like everyone in there together, like talking to each other. That would be so cool. But nah, it's limited to this my face. I'd love to just see you guys, I'd love that. If they had press the button to chime in, and there's it'll pop in like a little movie, other person talks, or like a radio, you press the button to talk. So why not? Anyway, we may get there. The main thing is, I'm so happy to meet people. Really, that's all I want. I want to just connect to people. That's all. I don't want anything else. Yeah, they should allow people to just chat freely like this, like in the same way. It should be window to window, screen to screen. Sure, you could put 100 little thumbnails in here. Why not? And have everyone just hit each other up. So what? Now they'll get a lot of information on that play school windows. Exactly. The arch window, the round window. The square window. Diamond window? Yeah. Well, that's right. I feel the same. I hardly know the people who live near me, you know? But I spend more time talking to people on the other side of the world, or on the other side of the country, on the other side of the divide, you know? I meet more people that way than I would meet day to day. You can count on one hand how many people I've actually met today, you know? But on this, you'll lose count of how many people you can meet. It's awesome, really. I don't know where it's leading us, but I think it's good to know each other. It's good to know somebody somewhere. You know, any of you come to Melbourne, just let me know. We need to, we'll just catch up somewhere. I'll show you Melbourne. I don't know. Just, you know what we got? We don't have enough good things happening, you know? We just have people who are going about their business, but nothing good happens. It's all just for basic necessity, you know? You'll bump into people at the supermarket. It's a consumer life, you know? Yeah, I think, you know, that's what you need sometimes, you know? We can die of loneliness. We're not made for it. We're not made to be alone. We're pack animals. We're I don't know what you call us. Pack animals? Community type thing. We're not like polar bears. Like we're not solo like that. I mean, some people are, but we're not like that. Yeah, coffee for sure. Dinner, lunch, whatever. Picnic. Who cares? You know. Checking out nature. Yeah, we're meant to. We eat together. Imagine. I was saying the other day, would you go out and slaughter an entire buffalo just to eat for yourself? No. You'd have to be in a tribe, and that thing would take a few people to catch. We were made to eat together. We're not made to go out. Imagine me. I'll spear a whole kangaroo. Am I going to eat it myself? No. I would spear a whole kangaroo because I've got a tribe to feed, you know? That's different. Yeah, so I don't see the purpose of, you know, this consumer life on its own. I think we were always meant to connect to people and eat together because none of us could really make enough food all by ourselves without each other. You'd need a potato farmer or a you know, you need to know someone who got apples, you know? Yeah, well, hunters, gatherers, I mean, we can both do that. I mean, we can all do that. I mean, it works to divide up the work, but I don't think it matters who. I think a woman could throw a boomerang just as good as a man, you know, with enough practice. Even I'm probably a terrible boomeranger. A spear, a woomerer. What is it? Woomerer. Something. Doesn't matter. I don't mind shelling fish or picking up rocks. It doesn't matter. Review. That's okay. Don't worry. You got a review. Who cares? I won't look. Oh, someone got a review. I don't know. It's just saying the message held in review, but it doesn't say who said it. It could be someone else just giving me hell. It was Boomerang. Okay. Camp Crystal Lake. Rebecca. Hey, you must be you're nearly my age. I'm a tad older. I was born in 76. Back in the 70s. But not far from 79. Yeah, I'm 49. I'll be 50 soon. In about in February I'll turn 50. Big 50. Can't wait to get older. I didn't say that, did I? Yeah, we've seen the best times already. It's only going to get more confusing, surely. It's not getting easier. It's not getting cheaper. It's not getting. It's getting complicated and expensive, isn't it? I'm kind of glad I'm halfway now. I've seen the hill on one side. You know. The old Australia. I know. When you needed your manners. Now people aren't really sincere at all, I reckon. They use manners, but they're not genuine manners, you know, like you can really tell, you know. We learned differently. We learned everything differently to how people are learning now. So, you know, I've even got, you wouldn't believe what I carry around with me, guys. Don't laugh. But I've got the Australian version of the Macquarie Budget Dictionary, right? I bought it because I really wanted to know what the hell is in this thing and why they changed it. Guess what's in the dictionary now? COVID-19, SARS, COVID, all this stuff they put in there. CPU, lots of technology-related things are in the dictionary now. So yeah, we're not getting rid of it. It's there to stay. Yeah. COVID-19. Yep. It's there. There must be new words being invented all the time, though. I reckon every time you pick up a dictionary, it's out of date. You know, it's like, because next week there'll be new words, surely. But I do like it. I do like referring to it. Like, often at the dinner table, when my daughter will say something, I'll go, you know what? Let's look it up. Because I don't know. So, like, I try and give her a proper definition. The one that the dictionary says. And we'll often critique that and say, like, what do you think? Is that the right word for it? You know? Yeah, they're useful things. Yeah, the telephone too. We all need new phones, you know. They should give them to us for free. They get so much out of it. Print out the dictionary. Yeah, you gotta get a dictionary. Have a good look at it. What else I got here? Got a lot of goodies here. That's the most noteworthy. The book. I do have this little book called The Chemical Maze. It's really cool, but I can't find it. My daughter's lost it in the house somewhere. But it's got all those codes, you know, the preservative codes that are on the food ingredients. It tells you all about them. Yeah, that's right. You had to have the which dictionary was it? I think we had the Heinemann dictionary in high school. And in primary school, we did have dictionaries, but I think they were more those kiddie ones. I remember the Atlas, was that Macquarie? The UK one, yeah. Yeah, we leaned to the English side of English, didn't we? Like, that's for sure. What's that other one called? There's the Oxford Dictionary. I think that's isn't that bee's knees? The Oxford, yeah. Oh, there's a Webster's. Yeah, there's Webster's. There's an Oxford. There's a Macquarie. I think even, remember Britannica? Encyclopedia Britannica, and they had a dictionary, I think, too. It's one of their huge volumes that they make. Running out of fuel too, so I don't go too fast here. Just get home with it. I'm going about 90. Things have cleared up. Queensland. I don't know why, I just want to be there. Anyway. It'll be warm enough here soon. Look up. Swear words. Yeah, I know. They're in there. Definitely in there. That's what we used to do. Look up all the rude parts of the anatomy, you know, in the dictionary. And people would like volunteer a little drawing next to it. Oh God. Yeah. Graffitiing books, that's something we know about. But I don't think people do it now because they don't have books. So they don't graffiti their books like we did. There were books I hated, but I used to write in them too. How frustrating having to learn algebra and not learning it after all that effort, and I didn't learn it properly. All those headaches, learning times tables. 12 12s, you know, okay, sure, that does come in handy, sure. But any bigger than that, and you need a calculator, you know, it's like... Oh, nearly there. Oh, I love it. 100. I said, what the fuck, we never use algebra. Yeah, I know. Now, see, Google, they're very square. They love their maths. You can't say a bad thing about science. In fact, you can't purport to know anything about science. They know it all. You can't use certain words, you know. You notice that? They really have us corralled in, you know. Built for political correctness, you know. Well, one day they're just going to have a list of things you can say and a list of things you cannot say. And then that will extend into what you can't think about and what you can. You know? Just wait till the thought police happen, you know. Like, imagine they had that. Like thought crime, you know, like you're not allowed to think at all. They may find a way. Yeah, that's right. There's nothing like a bit of straight talk, man. I never mind if someone schools me, tells me what is going on. I'll listen. So I said, just listen. I do. Of course, you know, I can sometimes talk over people too. I try not to now. I try to listen. Yeah, I did never want to become too closed-minded, you know, because I think if you're not open to new ideas, you just sort of cave in, you know, like nothing new comes to your life. You know, it's like an energy. You have to renew it all the time. I don't think you can run on pure happiness, you know, that you need a variety of things, you know. We need a bit of salt and a bit of sugar, you know. It's not all one way. We need to be serious, but we also need to lighten up and have fun and laugh, man. If we don't laugh, if we don't enjoy, like, I feel, when's the last time you had a real belly laugh, you know, like, too long. I haven't had a proper laugh and in feeling it, you know, really feeling it. Like, that's what you're meant to have. Like, you're meant to be sore here from really smile. Like, you can't get that smile off. That's how it should be. And we should be trying to sober ourselves from that. You know, it's not, hey, tackle me. Woohoo! We aren't allowed. Everything's offensive. That's right. You can't eat in front of anyone, and you can't not eat in front of people. There's like, you know, you can't win. You can't wear a certain kind of shoes, or, you know, and if you do, maybe your shoes aren't suitable. If you do have some, you know, everything's silly. Got all these silly rules. Wish we'd didn't have them, but I know we need them because so many people are, you know, they'd just go rogue, you know, if they didn't have some sort of law to hold them back. Too many rules. I know, it's true. Who we got still? Tackle, you there? Hey Tackle, you in Queensland too? I've got a feeling everyone's here in Queensland. I must be the only lonely Melbourne person here. I think we lost Eric too. Yeah, it's always the way. Melbourne. We'll be late. We'll be awake late at night. Yeah, see? Tackle? Queensland. See that? Camp Crystal, Elizabeth West, Tackle Gaming. You're all Queenslanders in here. See? How about that? Welcome Queensland. Welcome to Melbourne. Welcome to the traffic. Welcome to the city where you don't know your neighbours because it's too hard. You see, Queensland must be good. So far I've met a lot of good people there. And when I went, I was just in a tourist area, so. Is it cold? Nah. In Melbourne, it's warm today. It was cold this morning. It's cold in the morning, but no, today it's warmed up quite a bit. It's quite humid. Not terribly humid. Yeah, well, it must be because of the nature. We're losing our nature here. We're losing the trees. We're losing that smell, the foresty smell. It's disappeared. You know, it's really become. We've really urbanized. Oh, Tassie's beautiful. Wow, Tassie's just the most natural place I've ever seen. Still very much, you know, reserved. And the cities have a lot of character. They're a bit underpopulated, maybe. Not sure what jobs there are. I always struggled with what would I do if I lived in Tasmania. As much as I'd love to, what would I do with myself, you know? Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I feel sorry for Victoria, actually. Everything that, yeah, look, it's the economy. It's what they've done to us. It's like, it's that they've made our lives less enjoyable, you know? Like, I know it's up to each person to make the most of what, you know, but they've really taken the fun out of things. They've zapped the fun out of things. They've made it. We lead very robotic lives here. It's what I've noticed. So there's this down to business attitude that everyone has here. That I think we're becoming just a little bit too busy and too distracted to really understand what we're doing. You know. Yeah. Oh, alcohol. God, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. It used to be such a great city, but I believe they failed to upgrade this city at the right time, and they were very selective in the things they did. They were highly selective in where they put the money, you know, so that not everyone benefited from the big boom we had, the big construction boom. Not all of us benefited from that, you know. We don't benefit from the goods and services tax. We pay that thing. We don't benefit from it. I don't know what they spend that money on, apart from the salary of the public service. The Victorian public service. I have so much to say, but I'm not going to say it. I believe it speaks for itself. You just have to see them, what kind of people they are, and their priorities are not so much the constituents, but you know, I really feel like sometimes the government is a bit of a gang on its own. Yeah, can't talk about them, I know. I got schooled by my boss too. I'm not sure why, but he said like, "Oh, you know those videos you're making?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "You've been watching them?" He goes, "No, no, no, I haven't been watching them." But he goes, "Don't do it." I said, "Why not?" He goes, "No, don't do it while you're driving." I said, "But I'm not doing it while I'm driving. I'm just driving, and the phone's sitting in the holder." He reckons you can't do that, but I think you can. It's like a dash cam, surely. I don't see the problem with that. And if anything happens to me, you guys will know, you know? You'll know straight away something happened to me. So, and there'll be some footage there, maybe, if they don't hide it. Yeah, we don't self-determine. We're not self-determined. We're determined by the circumstance, you know? You see the people waiting in the line for their coffee and you just think, man, I'd rather not wait in line for a coffee. I'd rather not have a coffee under that circumstance. It's just depressing. Seeing them lining up for a coffee. Okay. There's so many cafes, but they all go to one, you know, like they put all their money in one place. Yeah, that's right. Or stop off anywhere, get a coffee from somewhere you've never been, you know. Some people is dying for a customer. I don't know why we all go to the same things with like, you know, who the standard place we all go. They charge so much, you know. I can't even afford to go to you know where, you know. The Arches. Can't afford that. It's ridiculous. You go and you spend 30 or 40 bucks. It used to be like $8, $7, $8 you could eat. Now it's like 30 or 40, and who can afford that? Yeah, I don't know. Remember they said you will what is that thing that they said? You will own nothing, but you'll be happy. Real, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that happy part because I already own nothing. Kettle, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, 20 bucks. That's right. Sometimes 10. You know, for a small one, $8 or something. It's crazy. I know they have to pay staff and all this, but really, come on. Enough. It's worth $2, you know. Yeah, that's right. You know about that. Bill Gates. His awesome idea that we all must use public transport and eat insects while he fills up with his jet fuel and flies wherever he wants. No one talks about his footprint, but he talks about ours, you know, because he's one of those people who think they own the world. They have a stake in it. But yeah, crickets and stuff. Yeah. The only time I'll eat an insect is if it flies down my throat. I wouldn't do that on purpose, you know. No thanks. Oh, imagine crunching through a cockroach or something. Oh, God. Those legs moving around. Oh, God. No way. That'd be dreadful. Oh, sorry guys, my energy is so low right now. I'll probably have a second wind later. I'll get up again. You know, wake up again later on tonight. I'm at that, you know, really, it feels like a Friday, but it's a Thursday. Oh, God, I still got to do it again. Oh, yeah. I swallowed heaps of flies. Heaps of them. They just go, oh, yep, swallow him down. It's too late. Can't get him. Can't hack him out. Oh, the big flies too. Yeah, there are those. You know, the big marsh flies. We have them. They're bloodsuckers. They're so painful. And they go for your ankles, you know, that really thin skin. They bite you there. Oh God, it hurts. It's shocking. Oh, I think where we need to be, guys. All right, I'm gonna drop off these boxes, guys. I'll be back later on. I will. Thanks so much for coming. I really mean it. Don't disappear. I want to see you all again, okay? We're gonna have big hugs. We're gonna make big hugs. See you all soon. Thanks so much for coming. I mean it. Love you all. I'll see you soon.